is making progress. This will help our cause. Extraction is available if you need it. you fight, the more successful we will be.
Hello everybody. So I decided I'd do a little bit of theory as to how the build works and also actually share it with you for anyone who comes across this who might be interested in just using like the same kind of build. At first, honestly, when I got Voruna, I was not all too happy with the kit, realizing now the potential of stuff like Lycath's Hunt with Equilibrium. She is honestly one of my favorites as of right now. Really good. As you can see there, all I had there was one health mod. Didn't even need adaptation because the hold for Fangs of Rakash has absolutely got me covered on there. Status resistance, might as well just say status immunity, goes absolutely hard. Shroud of Dinar for the extra bit of survivability. Enemies can't do much damage to you if they can't frickin' hit you. It means you won't have to be using Wolfrun's Descent to save your ass. Speaking of Wolfrun's Descent, oh my gosh, am I glad that this ability is good. This is like the one part of our kit that I was like, okay, that would be really cool, but you only have limited charges. Then there's this. This is just utterly absurd. As you can see there in that gameplay, the general strategy I like to go for is make sure I get at least one hit from Wolfrun's, and then apply Fangs, or vice versa, just to make sure that that bleed spreads along with the enemies. I did run out a couple times towards the end there, and that was a little bit of foolishness, especially when I was spamming it on the Archon, because I really just wanted him dead right then and there, but if you can keep Wolfrun's endurance up, that's probably the best approach to it. Honestly, if I had it, I would totally go for like Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify, but I'm a little bit of an idiot and kind of got rid of my Umbral mods, and I just kind of haven't bothered working on getting those back. Anybody seeing this who still has these mods or is yet to have these, don't ever get rid of them, please. It is such a pain going through Cephalon and Samaris to get these all over again, because it'll take you literal days, and sometimes you're just not up to run through missions, slowly tracking down one enemy or hoping you just find it along the way as you run through. Anyways, back to the build. Efficiency doesn't matter much when Equilibrium and Archon Flow are involved. Her usual energy pool is absolutely awful. So I'd recommend if you have the Archon shards, actually, give her a good old orange shard with that extra energy before the mission starts, or when the mission starts. I honestly should pull one of those off one of my other frames. Rejuvenation, honestly, I'd say change that off for like Steel Charge if you can reform of that, because from what I know, Ulfrin's Descent counts as a melee weapon, so you can still buff that with Steel Charge. There's some other stuff you could do. I know there's like Growing Power, which gives you extra ability strength whenever you apply a status effect, which is just absolutely built for Voruna. It's perfect. Also, instead of Archon Vitality, if you'd like, I could imagine something like Catalyzing Shields, or I don't know, Adaptation isn't the best way to go in my opinion. Just because I feel like Adaptation is a great way to stay. No, it's damage types. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you could totally go with Adaptation. I just prefer a bigger health pool because I can heal so prominently, and the invisibility. I could see a good argument for catalyzing shields in this scenario. Over here, Molt Augmented, I view it as a freaking necessity, pretty much. This is such an amazingly good mod. It's going to really like carry that ability strength higher than what it is right now. Like, as you saw there, I was one-shotting the Grineer with Ulfrin's Descent. It is absolutely wild. And then, yeah, just due to her kit is really good at just like working together perfectly to make the ultimate killing machine. Absolutely beautiful frame. Wood Equilibrium again. This one mod just makes the freaking build. And then there's Molt Efficiency. Honestly, just use something else. I don't really know what I was thinking with this. I don't have many arcanes, so I just slap this one on. You're not gonna really need it when... Shroud of Dynar is basically the only time where it might be more helpful, but I already got 21 seconds on that duration. That is really good. I do not think that I, at any point, was concerned with I could use a little bit more duration on that. And maybe that was because I already had Molt Efficiency. I think it's nice to have, especially somebody who plays Zephyr a lot. Just more duration is really good. Shroud of Dynar is the only place where it really matters. So, also range. It's pretty obvious. Range, all the way range. One overextended should get you where you need to go. I think the base spread radius is kind of bad, so get it up as high as you can. And yeah, I know you could not have seen it in the video, but just some fashion here. And for a whole lot of more softer colors, I would describe them as different palettes like Hatred. That's Hatred again. Twilight over here for kind of this armor. I wanted to give it a more brownish, without the kind of like brighter browns that stuff like Classic tries to give you. I guess, yeah, that works just about the same anyways.
Nailed it.
Pinks from Matisse? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just get it from this code right here. Found in a data mass. Yeah, I don't honestly remember how I got this, but given that there's a code right here, I'm pretty sure anybody watching this could just enter that in. It is great for getting some pinks. I went for some more lighter pinks because I thought it looked better. I'm not a fan of the big brighter pinks. Definitely fits the look. Attachments. Imugi Prime legs. I always love putting these on anything. It looks absolutely perfect. I went with pretty much the same, except just more reds. Everything from Hatred, I think, tends to look really nice. It's definitely a good one to pick up. Especially if you want a good gold effect, or more of like a bronze, you can use Hatred for that quite well. I actually found out that the brown that I was using originally looks rather nice on here, so I decided to just go with that. Mugi chest plate, I just think it looks really nice. I don't have very many others that really look particularly good, or go with the kind of just look that I wanted to give here. Atavist shoulder plates. I am not a big fan of Voruna's default wolves, so I like to put something else on there. It definitely feels quite lacking in armor without them, so it's definitely nice to put something there that fits the look. And also all around just the more armored look on the upper body. Helmet, of course, Anuka's helmet. Mithra Cyandana. I actually quite accidentally found, hey, this looks really nice together. Only saw the just pink at the back. I know most of it just gets covered up by her going visible, but it still looks rather nice. Then, of course, the sigil at the front. I used the Kavia Researcher sigil to get a kind of look that I thought was pretty nice. I know most people just go for the Old Blood sigil and do that whole look. You could probably find 1,001 videos on that online, but I just thought this one looked a bit nicer, looked a bit different. And plus, the Kavia Researcher sigil, like, not very many people into the early game are gonna have that. So it's a great way to find some questions and like, hey, what the heck are you using? I was like, oh, it's just late game stuff, which I'm the kind of guy that likes to show off really late game stuff. So, like, I always use the Grimoire, even if I like never actually use it. It's just always cool to have it in my secondary. Other parts of the build, like freaking any weapons, are just completely useless. In fact, I would actually turn from like Naramon to probably Matarai, just to get yourself some better damage here. Just some more physical damage. Probably do you a little bit well. Any melees, really just whatever you want to use it for. And yeah. That is all. I hope you enjoy the build, hope you enjoy the video, and you have a magnificent day.